And hello everybody and welcome back to our Kansas Gaming. Kansas here, bringing you some more Space Engineers and the Learning to Survive campaign. Alright guys, as you can see here, I have brought everything back. As you see, right in front of us, we've got the storage container from one of the other platforms. I've added another solar panel onto our ship. And just so that you guys can also see as well, this thing is chock-a-blocker with a lot of the stuff that we need. So we can actually build pretty much anything. We've got like 16,000 steel plate, 145 metal grids, anything we want to build here. But we'll get to building stuff a little later on as and when we need it. For now, let's continue on with the next outpost. Okay. So yeah, I'm upside down to where our base is. Oops. I've recharged the batteries, and as you can see, I've also added on the connector on the top of the ship. I've got 3 cargo ports on this ship as well, pods, sorry, just to be able to do what we need to do. Okay, the next nearest platform to us is the construction platform, so let's head there first and see what needs to be done. Bring it down about half by putting those dampeners back on. See if we can find our way around to where this base is. I think it's around the other side. There we have it. So, like with the other platforms, I will eventually come back here and salvage it all, so that later on we can have an easier time of things. But for now, let's just park there. This way. Okay, so task is for shipbuilding. So, by the looks of it, we've got a basic framework for, I think it's a fighter. There's a large container there. Wow, there's a lot of ways of being able to hook stuff up. Okay. So where is our... there it is. This is a construction platform. Looks like there's enough materials to build your own ship. There's already a base to start from. Begin by adding cockpit. Add and weld a cockpit to your ship. Okay, so what we've got here, so it hasn't actually got a ship, so we're going to hit G and let's right click all this out of existence for now. We will add in cockpits. Alright, so we've got various cockpit designs we can add. You've got the fighter, you've got the industrial cockpit from the decorative blocks, a helm if you really just want a sort of an exposed like control system somewhere. But most commonly one used is just going to be the standard cockpit. So we're going to add that. But we need some steel plate for this. So let's add that into our build planner. There we go. We got that. And then plop. Then we can just add that in quite nicely there. Let it weld up to maximum. There we go. Now you need functional thrusters in all 6 directions. Use ion thrusters for space travel. More thrusters means faster acceleration. Doesn't mean a more higher top speed though. So just keep that one in your mind as you're building this sort of thing. So looks like we've got, yeah, So we've got a few here already built on. The downward facing ones are already built. So yeah, let's just start with building the existing 20 bulletproof. Hey, why has that not added these to the queue? Ah, there we go. For some reason, the first time round, it didn't add the parts to the build queue. This time around, we got them. So that's 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, let's jump ahead to gyroscopes, even though we haven't added in all of the thrusters. But I'm not really overly bothered about that. It says add and weld a gyroscope. Okay, so we need to add the gyroscope. So, let's add a small grid gyroscope to our build planner. We'll plop it in there. We'll make sure that this one with... let's see if I can show you. You see there's an eye here that's fully exposed. And you've got one here that's sort of upward facing with the bar over the top. Well, that's your forward. You always, if you can help it, you always want that one to be forward. And usually in the same orientation as your cockpit. If you can help it. Sometimes you can't, and then you have to... There's some other things you can do. Right, so we need to power the ship. So there is a battery right there. Right, so let's see. That's all built. Okay. Alright. There we go, we got a battery powering the ship. Usually you only have 25%, but they've given us 75% here. Alright, they're also now saying about completing the build. Because look, we got the gun there. We can add in more directional thrusters. So let's go here. We'll continue with the same ion thrusters they're using, which is your standard one. You do have the sci-fi ion thrusters, which come with the Sparks of the Future DLC, and then with Warfare 2 you got the Warfare ion thrusters. So you've got different variants that you can use if you want different styles, and there are quite a number of variations that you can download from the community if you're on Steam. Let's see, I need one more of those for there and another one for there, so that's quite a lot there. Right, so I can't withdraw one thruster component. Not entirely sure why, but just going to grab just the small ion thruster out of that. You can drag and download the group, so that'll bring in the large ion thruster, but we just want the small one. So we'll plop that there. I always like having a goodly amount of reverse thrust, because the number of times I have been an absolute numpty and smashed into something or another is beyond count and beyond the recordings that I have done on this channel. But there we go. There's the reversing ones. In terms of forward, that's a good point. I didn't even think about that one. There we go. So we've got that in. I think that's now every direction dealt with. I mean, we could add in like a reactor or something like that if we really wanted to. I think we've got enough components for that. But we don't have any uranium to be able to power it. We will take the Gatling gun ammo. We can throw that in there. We could have added in like a storage box for the Gatling gun ammo and transferred everything across, and you know, things like that. So now is the moment of truth. Can we get this baby to fly? So let's make sure. Right, there we go. That's all ion thrusters. This looks like a fighter to me, so we'll just call that thrusters. Got only the one battery, so we're sort of good with that. Gyroscope, landing gear. Okay, so in terms of setting up the toolbar, go to G once we're in the cockpit. Got battery. We want that on our recharge. Yeah, we want the group, which is the thrusters. We'll run that on and off. Landing gear, we want auto lock on and off, as well as switch lock. Oh, there is a small cargo container somewhere on here. Block weapons, because this is a fighter. We want to add that in so that we can actually switch to the guns. There we go, we can use them. Okay, so that's basically our little fighter made. Look at that. So I'm going to leave this here. Oops. Because we are going to now move on to our next location. Like I say, I will come back, I will bring the fighter back to the platform, I'll demolish everything else and bring it all back later on. Okay, so we're now in range of projectors and the jump drive. So we've got a choice. And I think we ought to go for the jump drive. So for this, actually, I think what we're going to do, sorry, not think, I know, we're going to have a bit of fun. So let's get rid of this cargo pod here. We're going to add in a landing gear. I know it looks absolutely silly, but you'll see why. Oh, excuse me. You'll see why when we get there. Alright, so we'll add that to the queue. We'll grab some of these components, put some of the others back while we're at it. For now, because obviously you don't really need them all. There we go. Got all the components. Right. You'll see why we need that when we get there. So normally you close the airlocks and all that, but I think we'll be okay. There we go. Okay, we're heading over it, so at least we can come into roughly the range of it. Come on. Now you're going to fall in love with this ship because it's quite a beautiful build. One of my favourites in the game. Alright, and as we're coming up towards this beautiful ship, let's dock ourselves with it, because we are going to use the jump drive from now on. Get ourselves roughly in place. That's got the auto lock on. So now we can turn off the engines and the batteries. And we'll just use the jump drive ship from here on out. Whee! Get the right orientation. The gravity drive does that for us. Okay, looks like a non-deck exploration ship. It's equipped with jump drive. Jump drives to transport ships over great distances. Find a way to quell the fiery inferno that is the jump drive. So we'll right click it to edit the build planner, grab our components with the middle mouse, and we'll basically keep on doing this until we've successfully repaired it. There we go. One jump drive. Okay. Says about performing a jump. Now we do have the hidden base location, but we want to go there after we finished all these other quests. So let's see what we've got. So GPS was mayday. We can just change that to collected. And basically we turned it off on the HUD. Construction platform we're going to leave on. Alright, we've got the factory. Over yonder. Right, so it's about performing a jump, so we're going to press K to go into our terminal. We'll go to our jump drive, and then we're going to want to find the factory. Select that, and then we'll come out of that. On this ship, they've already put jump drive into the one slot on the toolbar, so we're just going to use that, do a jump, and as you see, it gives you a list of information, tells you how heavy the ship is, how far it will go in this jump. So basically, it's almost all the way there. It will just be a fraction of the way to go under normal propulsion systems. Oh, there we go. And we're, what, a kilometre out? That ain't too bad. And for some reason our jump drive has decided to catch fire. Okay. Weird. Okay, so go back around this corner. We'll go to this to the factory base. Oh, somewhere to moor up as well. Drop stuff off to make stuff in here. Okay. What we got here? Welders on. Merge block. O2H2 terminal. A chair. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, what have we got this way? So this is the welder. I like the way they've done this. Okay. Oh, once. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So we've got to go to the hidden base anyway, because of the fact that it won't let us do this particular mission until we've done it. And there's the combat one over there as well. Where am I going? Right, there's no problems whatsoever. So we'll go jump drive, go to the hidden base location. Obstacle detected. There we go. Minimum jump is 5 kilometers, so the rest of this we'll have to do by normal means. Alright, I can see from here a little bit of an antenna sticking out, so I know it's going to be roughly around about there as the entrance. Right. Oops. Well, we're roughly in place, so it's not letting me get away with it. There we go. Right, it's not telling us where we need to go from here. But what I do know is in here, at this moment in time, there's not really anything we can do. Using a pair of doors as shutters, quite ingenious. Alright. We'll come back to the hidden base later. But for now, let's get back on board the jump ship. And we'll try again. Actually, no, let's head to the platform. We'll drop off the battery. Hey, jump drive? No, not the advanced production facility. Yeah, that's it. The platform beacon. There we go. What? Something weird's going on here. Starting platform is all the way over there. Very strange. Usually it doesn't really matter what direction you face in as long as you don't have an obstacle. In this particular case, for reasons beyond understanding, I thought there was an obstacle. Yeah, it won't let me. There's our starting platform there. Oh! What the... Oh, yikes, I collided with that a bit hard. Oops. Right, we'll take this back, as broken as it is. And I'll have to repair that later. What's that doing on? Okay, so some of this is easily repairable, others is going to take a little bit more time to fix, but it is doable. Okay. So that makes things a little bit more maneuverable, and we will head back to the factory. Like I said, oh, doesn't really matter in the direction. Now it's just us, it makes it easier. We've got the connection. Oh, I could have used a connector on the top. Haha. Silly me. Okay. So I should be able to start this mission now. Which was this way. There we go. Looks like an automated construction facility. Projectors can be used to project, say, blueprints of ships so they can be reconstructed quickly. Find a way to turn on the projector. So there's the projector. A projection, sorry. Which is a nice little small ship. And it says build the projection. So for that we want to go up to the safe room. And there we have it. And now it says move the ship out of the hangar to test it. Okay, so let's find a way of opening the hangar doors. Alright, now we have it. Little fighter craft. Ready for action. It's got a landing gear on it as well, so there we are. All docked on. So now we can grab the thrusters. Call that fighter thrusters. And turn those off. Battery. Turn it into recharge mode. And we can add that all down here. So battery. And whoops. You drop it in the inventory properly. The thrusters. And that's all locked in place. So we're good with that. So yeah, I can now come back and we can either reuse this or we can tear it all down, which I'm going to do the latter of. Okay. So over there, we've also got combat. So we've done factory. We've done construction platform. So we've done mayday. So all we got really left is combat over there. So doing that, should be able to then continue from here. Okay. So jump drive. Right, that says warning beacon, so we go select and we'll jump over there. What's that? Drone facility. Right. So where's the... Ah, there it is. Red signal indicates hostile pirate station. These are often armed with automated turrets and drones. Destroy the drone. Well, we've now got a little fighter craft, so we have a possibility for it. I'm going to save it here for primarily the reason of if I decide to make a mistake. That's a rust freighter. Ah, bugger. I'm out of ammo. Right, this is where doing this EVA might actually be better. Right, where's your gun? Well, that's got the drones. But I think that also got my little fighter ship as well. So we'll drop a GPS waypoint for this. We'll call it drone remains. So if we want to come back for it later, we can. Right, now this is probably going to be the hard part. Oh look, there's the remains of our fighter craft. So we could go... no, I'm not going to even bother. By the time we come back for salvaging that, that'll be long gone. So this is probably going to be harder because of the fact that we've got...
Your health is low.
that problem. So, this is why I saved the game. Because I knew this would happen. Because the problem is, without spending time rebuilding stuff ready in purpose of this sort of fight, you know, I'm greatly outmatched. Right, so I think rather than doing it this way, in the ship, I'm just going to go straight in. I know it's possible, I've done it. It just takes a few reloads. And it would be better if you're trying to get the takes only one achievement. You will need to create a ship with a lot of firepower to take down the drones in the station, because doing it this way will take a lot of deaths, a lot of respawns, and you will lose that. Otherwise, if you save beforehand, like I'm doing here, you could still get that achievement. This has got an explosive somewhere on it. I just can't find it at the moment. Well, that should be enough. I'll take the battery as well. There we go. Now to try and take this station out. Nope. Is it 4 to quick save? No. I've forgotten how to quick save. But anyway, let's save here. And we'll try again with this station. There is a way of getting to it and being in like a blind spot. Missed out. I think I almost had it, but it's a little hard to really judge. Come on, load in. We're almost there. There we go. There we go. There's the blind spot right there. Now there could be internal turrets, so again I'm going to save. I'm not really fussed about getting the components. I don't see any interior turrets. So let's hack the seat. Alright, can't get access to it now. Okay. What I am going to do, I will drop a GPS marker on this thing as well. So, we want it, we can grab it.
Inventory full.
Question is, this way.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Right, that's one hacked.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
That's two hacked. Right, so where's its antenna? There.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
Alright. So we've neutralised that. Oh, look at that. We now got the planet come up. So, let's head back to where it says Mayday, because that's the ship. I think that's the remnants of what we left behind. Right. So what I'll do is I'll go away now. I will deconstruct those locations that we've just been to and take it all back to our starting platform. And then I think next episode we're going to start building ourselves a small command ship based around the Mayday. And also a drone to be able to work on a achievement called Planets Phobia. So here we go. Back at the ship. I can drop all this stuff off and then go do my thing. So okay guys, so we have achieved quite a lot this episode. We've got ourselves a nice shiny new ship. We've been able to complete a lot of the other missions as well. As you can see, we've done construction platform, we've done the factory, we've done the warning beacon, and we've also taken out this pirate base drone facility. So all we need to do now, like I say, sort ourselves out, and there's a planet 5,000 kilometers that away, which houses a pirate base that we need to decimate. Two ways of doing it. One's from orbit, one's on the ground. But to get Planets Phobia, we need to do this from orbit. And that's what we're going to try and achieve over the next couple of episodes. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope it was informative. Hope you learned from my mistakes. And, I will catch you next time on Akangelus Gaming.